Guys, this is the one. This is the plane that I have been waiting for, and I hope you are just as excited as I am for this new release by E-Flite, just announced by Horizon Hobby. This is the brand new 1.3 meter Extra 330, as you see on the wing, Jim Bourke edition. Now, if you don't know who that is, he's an airshow pilot, flies all over the nation. The only thing that this model is missing that his has in real life is going to be smoke coming out of the tail, but we could add that eventually, right? The only reason I'm not doing it now is because the foam is so nice. And I don't want to mess it up by putting a smoke bomb on this thing. Now, this is an upgrade for the already available Extra 300 that E-Flite offers. They did fix a couple main problems that I actually had with my original Extra 300. So let's touch on those two. And then there's actually a third upgrade too that I didn't have a problem with, but they did upgrade it. First and foremost, this runs 3S to 4S, 2200 to 3200 milliamp battery. Now, if you had the original Extra 300, and you ran that 4S 3200 milliamp pack, you had a hard time getting it inside the battery compartment. So they upgraded this to be bigger. Right here, as you see, there's a little plastic. You're not going to chip the foam when you go to lift it, and really strong magnets. So that's a nice touch. When you open it up, you see just how big this is compared to the original. I already have a 4S in there, smart battery, 3200. Second thing they upgraded is going to be the motor mounts. Now, guys, ultimately, that's why I had to retire my Extra 300. I broke my motor mount so many times and had to epoxy it to the foam. Eventually, it was just time to let it go. Same motor as the original one. The ESC is upgraded. The original one had a 60 amp. This has an 85 amp ESC, which is nice. Smart technology. We're going to be able to see our battery volts and everything on our transmitter. We're running the same prop as the other one. This is a 13x6, I believe, wood prop. Beautiful scheme. Now, the last thing they upgraded on this, landing gear. Now, to me, it looks very similar to the original one, but apparently it's going to be a little bit more durable, and I hope I don't have to test that out. Hopefully we have some smooth landings. Extremely windy today. Unfortunately, you know, we live on Long Island. This plane's coming out, and I wanted to get a review out for you guys. So I'm excited to fly it. Wish it was a little calmer, so I can kind of feel it out a little better. But hey, either way, we're gonna get this thing in the air. Let's turn the remote on, plug this battery in. Let's see what it does. All right, we have our elevator, our ailerons, our rudder, and I do have SAFE programmed. I also set up dual rate. So this is my low rate aileron, 50%, high rate aileron, 100%, mid rate, we're right at about 75. So I'm gonna take off mid rate. I also have SAFE set up, guys. So I'm not gonna take off with SAFE, but for the second battery, if the first battery goes well, I'm actually gonna put the camera on my chest and kind of show you how you can progress with a 3D plane. Now, I haven't flown in a very long time. I would say I'm a little bit nervous because of how windy it is, but these Extra 330s fly absolutely incredible. So we should be all right. We do have a headwind, or a crosswind rather. Off the runway, pups. All right, we're going up. Now, AS3X is tuned pretty good in these planes, but you see it's still bopping around a little bit. That's because of how windy it is. It is crazy windy. Like I said, I got mid rates right now. It's a little bit nose heavy. I'm gonna trim for that, but next battery, I will set the CG a little further back. And we're dialed in right there. All right, here we go. Now I'm gonna go low rate. So this is 50% aileron. Still see, we have a nice roll rate. Now I'm going high rate. Coming around, that's high rate, absolutely insane. Full power on the 4S, monster power, 85 amp ESC, big motor. That is a low helicopter behind us. Guys, these planes are top tier 3D planes, precision planes. Definitely a good trainer. If you're looking to get into 3D flying, this is definitely a good option because of how SAFE is programmed from the factory. It takes the guesswork out, and you know, if you're upside down or you lose orientation, all you got to do is whack that switch and she's coming back. Guys, this thing flies great, and it is windy out right now. Power's off. Let's bring it into a hover. Well, she's a windy one. Good thing the president of my club is in here. He'd be yelling at me for that. Let's go inverted. There is no change in pitch when you're inverted. On a day like today with that headwind, you can literally fly it backwards. Liking it so far. Feels very similar to the original Extra 300. The only difference so far that I'm seeing, a little bit more power, right? And a lot easier to see in the air. That color scheme is top tier. I'm actually loving that. Roll rate is insane. 100% roll rate is monstrous. Let's keep it nice and easy, man. Let's do all rudder right there. Let's see if I could actually fly backwards with this headwind. Playing with the throttle. She's blowing. Now, hovering on a day like today is definitely tough. The wind just rips this thing. Loving it so far, though, man. I'm going to have to put a lot of testing on this thing. This is probably going to be the plane that really gets me into becoming a better 3D pilot. I have a lot of expensive, like, bigger gas 3D planes that I don't fly that much. But these smaller ones, man, with that safe switch being so close right there, it's just, yeah. I have a lot more confidence flying these. Now, well, let's climb, man. You have a ton of performance. You're not going to lack any performance with this thing. Loving it. To be fair, I probably would still have my old one if that motor mount never gave out on me. But hey, I'm happy to have the new one improved. Better motor mount, better ESC. In my opinion, I want to hear from you guys too. Do you like this scheme better or do you like the other one better? Because I mean, I think this one is just way easier to see in the air. Now, I'm sure some other people are going to post some videos of it in some calm wind and you'll see just how stable it is. Unfortunately for us, Long Island is crazy right now. We have all those storms off the coast, so really kicking the wind up around here. And that is why we are the only ones at the field today. We are the only maniacs. You know what's funny? The original Extra 300's the one that taught me how to knife edge. Not the best knife edge, but capable. What's our time we're at? 1:15, so we've been in the air for 4 minutes. Let's play it safe and bring this one in. Our remote's not beeping at us yet, which is always a good sign, but hey, it was a Maiden. I got a direct crosswind coming at us. It'll be a little tricky. Going mid-rate for the land. Let's circle. You know, I don't usually say this, but I was thinking it, so I have to say it. I wish I had an extra prop with me, because with this wind, I feel like I'm definitely going to break a prop. 13x6, pretty standard. I want to know, any of you guys think I should upgrade the prop? I feel like I have good mix between torque and performance with this one, though. Very floaty. Did I mention that this is the first time I flew in, what, probably 2-3 weeks, and we decided to bring out a stunt plane? Look how beautiful that thing is. Let's get another battery in this, get it back in the air. All right, so I have the same size battery in, right? This time I'm running an SMC LIHV pack because I only have one of those Spectrum Smart batteries, 3600, but it's the size of a 3200. I also have that camera on my chest because I want to show you guys, you know, the confidence you should have in flying one of these things with safe. So I'm taking off again with no safe. We'll get it up. Terrible takeoff, but we are in the air. Now I moved the battery a little further back. All right, CG's mint. Now watch this, guys. So you're gonna be flying, right? No safe, having a blast. You're inverted. I don't know which way I am. You hit that, automatically levels out, right? Again, I showed you guys safe so many times on this channel, but it really is a lifesaver. Now I'm leaving safe on for a second just so you could kind of get a feel of how good it flies with safe. So my power, I'm going 50%, right? And I'm hands off right now. And that plane is not losing altitude. It's holding its path. And I don't even have to touch that left stick. I'm just gonna fly with that right stick, right? A little bit of aileron, a little bit of elevator, we're coming around. Now, even if you're not comfortable flying at this rate, you can lower those aileron rates even more. You can go into the remote, use forward programming, you know, to adjust the bank limits, you know, so it only turns like that much. But all in, just such an easy plane to fly, even though it's one of the most capable 3D planes. Now, the only issue I will say, like, if you're like, hey, Jay, I want this to be my first plane, you know, it says right on the box, skill level 2. And I think that's going to be because landing one of these is a little tricky. As you've seen on that first landing, granted, I am flying in some crazy wind right now. But, and the wind's changing direction on us. That's pretty wild. Now, I'm shutting SAFE off. So, again, you don't need SAFE, right? You're a good pilot. You're flying. But something happens. Let's say, you know, I'm here. Oh, my God, I have no idea what's going on. You hit that, plane levels out. So it's nice, even for me, like I said, you know, on a day where it's not this windy, I'll be trying some new maneuvers up high, just practicing, trying to figure out, you know, how to become a better 3D pilot. Having that option to hit that switch is always a good thing. Let's try to bring this into a flat spin. There you go. I really wish you guys could hear the motor too. Sounds great. It's just so windy right now. Now, like, I don't even want to do touch and goes because I feel like I'm definitely breaking that propeller. Now, if anybody's going to make fun of me about the way I'm flying right now, it's going to be Kobe. If you guys don't know my buddy Kobe from, he's a Team Horizon pilot. One of the best pilots I've had the pleasure of flying with. Kind of wish he was here right now, show us what this thing could really do, but happy to have this in my collection and happy to use it as a plane that's really going to teach me how to become a better 3D pilot. You're going to see me flying this thing a lot. It's so easy to see in the sky. Now, the thing is, too, like, we have a blue sky right now, so that orange and white, you know, it's easy to see. But if we had an all-white sky, that orange is definitely going to pop, make it easy to see. All right, let's get this thing in. I am not really enjoying this wind right now. It is making it very difficult. Here we go. Let's bring it on in. Pray for the butter. Pray for the butter. She's floaty. Pray for the butter. Too much flare. Oh. All right, it's in one piece. That's a plus. Well, at least they're seeing what the wind's doing right now. Oh no! Oh! Oh. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it away and save it for when it's less windy and we could actually test out some of the stuff that this could do. Hey, listen, if I was a pro, 3D or aerobatic pilot, I would definitely be able to showcase this a lot better. The way I was just flying has no justification of what this airplane can really do. In my opinion, the old Extra 300 was a top tier plane, one of the ones that I loved flying, and it got me, better at flying. I want to say when I first got that, I was still flying with SAFE, so that's one of the ones that got me comfortable shutting SAFE off. These correct so easy, you don't stall them, and just all in top tier. So if you guys are interested, I did leave the link down below, and stay tuned for some more videos, because as it calms down and I get more comfortable flying this, you will most definitely see more videos of me trying to do some crazy stuff, and hopefully I don't crash. So as always, appreciate you guys watching. Until next time.